we doing here? What happened today?
This morning about 7 o'clock, we got call for a train on fire here, just kind of be northwest of Rogersville. And took us a while to find where the actual engine is. It's the back of the train. They were hauling coal, about 2 mile long train car. So it took a little while to figure out exactly where the engine was that was on fire. When we arrived, we had no flames visible but fire and smoke, inside the train. Got up there and the fire continued to grow as it was still pumping fuel onto the fire. And so we were able to get it under control with some help from the other engine crew. There's 2 trains currently blocking the tracks, and so the one train crew came up to help us. And really, when I say help us, just technical support, telling us where to shut some switches off inside the cab.
So how many different protection districts are here today?
Well, we started out with just us, and then we ended up with Stratford, Ebenezer, and Ozark. And again, we ended up not really needing Ebenezer or Ozark, but crews were hoofing it down the tracks. And if you've ever walked along the tracks or on the tracks, it's no easy feat. You add fire here to that, and people are beginning to get overwhelmed. And so it was, the fire kind of built upon itself. It wasn't going to go nowhere, but it's one of those situations you don't see every day. In 30 years of being a fire chief, we've not seen this situation very much. And so it's always an interesting day when you're in the fire service.
Yeah. So how difficult is it kind of just putting out a fire on the train?
Well, it's just a big hunk of metal, and it's burned inside a box. And so imagine, trying to get water inside, a Connex box or any kind of box. And so they had to get some doors open and put some water in there. And again, we're out here in the middle of nowhere, and you start adding water, and you start using more and more water. And so it's just a process you have to go through to get the train shut down, to quit pumping fuel. And then the fuel lines have got to drain because, it's not like your car. A gallon is going to run out. Many gallons are running out of the fuel lines.
Do you know any traffic impacts people need to know about for this?
No, right now we are currently just on, with the new overpasses they've built here in Rogersville, we're good. It's all good to go.
There's 170 right here. So.
Yeah, 170 right here. The traffic impact is due to construction, so just don't get on 60 at 125.
No injuries, of course. That was something you said. Is that right? No injuries?
No injuries at all, no. And let me talk about the traffic impacts again.
Okay, sure.
Because the train tracks are shut down. So, this whole line from Springfield to West Plains is standing still. So they may be traffic impacts we don't even know about. So if you're at a crossing where the trains have to delay, you could be impacted, and it's due to this situation here in Rogersville.
Gotcha. Do you know how long it may be before this train's moving again, or is that?
Yeah, I don't know. They got the Springfield yards here to look at it, but they got to go through a process to uncouple it and go through to get it off the tracks because it burnt the airlines in two. And so it's interesting to hear about. You just can't uncouple it because the airlines will end up back in Turner's. It's going to roll downhill, and so again, they just got to go through their process. It's just not the everyday fire we see, and so it just not be in a hurry. It takes a while to go through the movements and get everything set up because really we're not risking a lot for the reward, and it just takes a while to get where we're at.
But it's good practice though for you.
Well, it's a good exercise for them for sure, walking them down these tracks. But yeah, I think it's just, we train for all types of fires, but it's just like anything. You can't be a 300 baseball hitter if you don't practice, and so it's just different, unique situation, and it's a good experience to get because you don't see these kind of fires many times in life, and so get it while you can.
That's all I had for you, Chief.